Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final video for homework packet number 4. This is combining all of the rules that we've talked about along with the rules for negative exponents. If I have x squared y to the negative 1 to the second power, this is power to a power. Power to a power means that I take the exponent outside of the parentheses and distribute to each of the terms. This becomes x to the 4th power, y to the negative 2. All I've done was multiply 2 times 2 and 2 times negative 1. X to the 4th power is a positive exponent. Y to the negative 2 is negative, which means I'm going to take the entire y to the negative 2, bring it down to the denominator, and make the exponent positive. So this final answer is going to be x to the 4th power over y to the 2nd power. This is going to be the exact same thing. I'm going to take the 3 and distribute to every single term inside of my parentheses. This is going to become 4 to the 3rd power, x to the 4 times 3, y to the negative 4 times 3. This is going to simplify to 4 to the 3rd power. How do I do that in my calculator? Four, caret 3, 64. X to the 12th, y to the negative 12. The only exponent that's negative is the y to the negative 12. Which means that we're going to take it down into the denominator and make the exponent positive. This will simplify to 64 x to the 12th power over y to the 12th power. This is the one that we did in class, therefore I'm not going to do it. This one right here, we don't have to do any distributing of any exponents. There's no power to a power. This is just quotient of powers, which means that I'm going to start to match up my exponents in the numerator and the denominator and subtract. 2 and 3 do not simplify, therefore I'm going to leave it. There's no other h to the 3rd power. I don't have to move anything from the numerator into the denominator. I don't have any h's in the bottom. But I have j to the negative 3 and I have j to the invisible 1 at the bottom. So negative 3 minus 1 gives me j to the negative 4. Which means that I need to have j on the bottom and make the exponents positive. K to the 4th power minus, there's an invisible k to the 1. 4 minus 1 is k to the 3rd power. That's going to stay on the top. So what's left on the top? I have a 2. K to the 3rd power over 3j to the 4th power. This combines my power to a power rule. And I'm going to distribute my 4 to everything in the numerator and everything in the denominator. So this becomes 2 to the 4th power, a to the 2nd power times 4, b to the 3rd power times 4, over a to the negative 1 times 2. Oh, 4th power. 2 to the 4th power is 16. A to the 8th, b to the 12th, over a to the negative 4. The only thing that I can simplify, my a to the 8 and a to the negative 4. A to the 8 minus negative 4, keep, change, change. This becomes a to the 12th power, which means I'm going to move it up to the top. So this becomes 16, a to the 12, b to the 12. Here I only have to distribute my exponent to each of the terms on the bottom. Nothing needs to be distributed on the top. This becomes 2n m to the 4th power over 2 to the 4th power m to the 2 times 4, n to the 2 times 4. This becomes 2n m to the 4th power. Nothing happens in my numerator. 2 to the 4th power is 16. M to the 8th, n to the 8th. 2 over 16 simplifies to 2 divided by 2 is 1. 16 divided by 2 is 8. I have n to the 1st power. There's an invisible 1 next to that positive exponent. 1 minus 8 is n to the negative 7, which means that that needs to be in the denominator. And I have m to the 4th power on top minus 8 on the bottom. This gives me m to the negative 4, which means that needs to be in the denominator. So what's left on top? Just the 1 over 8. There's my 8 left over. N to the positive 7 if we moved it. M to the positive 4 because we moved it. On the back here, this is the throwback homework. I have to distribute this invisible negative 1. This becomes 8x squared minus 6x minus 2 minus 3x squared plus 3x minus 8. All I've done is distribute, which means multiply the negative 1 to each of these terms. It changes the sign. Now I have a negative, positive, and negative, which are the opposite signs of these 3 terms inside of the parentheses. So now I have to CLT. I have 8x squared and negative 3x squared. That's 5x squared. 8 minus 3 is 5. I have negative 6x and positive 3x. That equals negative 3x. Negative 6 plus 3 is negative 3x. And then I have a negative 2 and a negative 8. When I combine them, I get negative 10. What's my correct answer? C. This one is just adding, which means that I don't have to distribute anything. I drop the parentheses and I combine my like terms. 6x squared plus 2x squared is 8x squared. Negative 3x doesn't have any other like terms. Positive 7, positive 4, plus 11. D. Last one. Distribute the invisible negative 1 to each of my terms inside of the parentheses. 9x minus 3 plus 5x squared minus 2x minus 8. All I did was distribute that negative 1. Negative times a negative is a positive. Negative times a positive is a negative. Negative times a positive is a negative. Combining my like terms, I have 5x squared. There's nothing else with the 5x squared. I have 9x and negative 2x. That's positive 7x. And then I have negative 3 minus 8 is negative 11.
So you change the battery?
And it works.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Juan. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So what says I need a battery for no change?
Oh, yeah, nope,
Just change?
it's perfect.
Okay.
Yep,
Thank
absolutely
you.
fine. Thank you so much, Juan. The correct answer is C. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for double checking this video. I hope that this was helpful.